Imagine for a moment if you could step outside your life and watch it like a movie. Not just the highlights, but the quiet moments, the struggles, the thoughts you never say out loud. Would you actually like the person you see on that screen? Most people can't answer that question right away, and the reason is simple. We spend so much time living our lives that we forget to understand them. We keep moving, reacting, doing what's expected, but rarely pause to reflect on who we are becoming. Now picture a simple stick figure. That figure represents you, clean, minimal, almost emotionless on the outside, but inside it carries thousands of thoughts, fears, memories, and emotions. When you were younger, that same figure was different. It laughed without hesitation, tried without fear, and didn't overthink every step. It didn't worry about being judged. It just existed, fully and freely. But over time, things changed. Words from others, expectations from society, and personal failures started to shape that figure. Slowly, layer by layer, those experiences built a version of you that began to question itself. Now, that same figure still moves forward every day, but inside, it feels uncertain. It overthinks. It hesitates. It wonders if it's enough. Psychology tells us something powerful. Most of our decisions today are influenced by our past experiences. That means the way you think, react, and behave right now isn't random. It's a pattern. If someone once made you feel like you weren't good enough, chances are you're still trying to prove your worth today, even if you don't realize it. Now imagine another scene. The same stick figure stands in front of a mirror, but this mirror doesn't show reality. It shows a distorted version shaped by everything others have said and everything you've started to believe. And over time, you begin to accept that identity as your reality. You stop questioning it. You stop challenging it. You simply live with it. But here's the truth. You are not what people say you are, and you are not even what you've convinced yourself you are. You are what you choose to become. And that choice is more powerful than any past experience, any opinion, or any failure. So the real question is, can you change your story? The answer is yes, but only if you're willing to face something most people avoid. You have to see yourself honestly, not the filtered version, not the version shaped by fear, the real one. Picture this. You're standing in a dark room, and in your hand is a small light. That light represents your awareness. At first, it's weak. It barely shows anything. But as you start paying attention to your thoughts, your patterns, and your reactions, that light begins to grow stronger. Slowly, the darkness fades. Not instantly, not magically, but steadily. There's a simple psychological principle. What you observe begins to change. If you ignore your thoughts, they control you. But if you notice them, if you become aware of them without judging yourself, you take back control. Awareness is the first step towards transformation. Now imagine the same stick figure, but this time it's not running away from its thoughts. It has stopped. It's standing still, watching its own mind. Not reacting, not fighting, just observing. And in that moment, something shifts. That's where real change begins. Not in action, but in understanding. Life itself isn't as complicated as we make it. We complicate it by overthinking the future and ignoring the present. We worry about what might happen, and in doing so, we lose control of what's happening right now. Then we say life feels confusing, when in reality, we've just disconnected from the moment we're living in. The truth is simple. You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to take one step, a small one, and then another. Growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from consistency. Now imagine the final scene. The same stick figure, but something is different. It's not perfect. It still has flaws, doubts, and fears, but now it's aware. It understands itself better. It's no longer controlled by every thought or every past experience. It's moving forward, not because everything is solved, but because it finally knows how to deal with itself. And that is what real growth looks like. If you want your life to slowly start changing, then take a small step right now. Like this video and comment, "I'm aware." It may seem simple, but it's more than just a comment. It's a decision, a signal to yourself that you're ready to understand who you really are. And if you want more deep psychology and self-growth content like this, make sure to subscribe, because this isn't just about watching videos, it's about changing the way you think.